Good morning, you guys. To the store again this morning. Feeling a little bit better, thank God. You know what I'm saying? That it's starting to wear down. You know what I mean? All of the not feeling too good, thank God. But okay, this morning I'm up here. Like I said, as I'm going to the store, I'm up here to talk to you guys, and it's not about the whole Ramika's. I'm not doing it because I'm hearing talk that it may end up becoming a federal case. So I'm going to wait until then because then I can really get to see the details. A lot of the talking and the opinions and all this other stuff is really throwing me off on what is actual and factual. So if it does make it to a federal case, I'm just going to wait and read that report. Anyway, so I'm up here today. I said I'm just going to do a story time as I walk. Um, and okay, yeah, I'm going to tell y'all about this time. I'm just going to tell y'all about this time, okay? So I had a cousin, God rest his soul. My cousin, y'all, I loved my cousin. I love all my cousins. I love my family. But you know what I'm saying? Of course, you grow up with your cousins, got a little bit more memories, a little more stories. You hung out in the streets with all this. So, you know what I'm saying? But this cousin was older than me. Love my cousin to death, y'all. He got killed. But I love my cousin to death. This was a few years before he got killed. He invited me to his house because he stayed a couple of times away. So he invited me to his house to stay for a while. I go and I stay for a while. You know what I'm saying? And people don't mind me saying I'm lit when I come to. I'm lit. You know what I'm saying? I cook, I clean. Keep. You don't really got to do much. You got kids. I got your kids. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it was. You know what I mean? But I'm doing all of that. But cool, believe I'm in party mode. You know what I mean? Like so. That's how it was. I slide through, and cuz used to love me to come sliding through because I'm gonna come through like a party. Then I'm gonna cook, I'm gonna clean all of that whole time there. But so I had just got this house, and it's more a whole lot of it's gonna be a whole lot. Just as with almost any story time I give y'all, it's a whole lot that comes before, after. Most of it's just a little portion. You know what I'm saying that I give you, so that I don't have to go through a long ass series. But I'm just give you this little bit. So I'm at Cuz house, and I had been there for maybe like 3 days or whatever. And I end up meeting another cousin through him. I can't even remember her name. I can't even tell y'all what her name was. But she was another cousin of ours, um, or his on another side. I don't know. Anyway, so she comes through because my cousin had kind of um, on weekends, it was a party house. Throughout the week, nobody's there, whatever like that. But on weekends, he was saying, because he had a whole bunch of kids, but he was saying the like three or four of them lived with him, and he was saying them to their respective baby mama's homes for the weekend, and he would have like car party all that weekend. So after the kids left, from the time the kids left to the time to clean up and bring the kids back, like it would be a party. So that's what was going on. Everybody there lit, turned up, whatever. Cause I'm just gonna call her Gina. Whatever. So Gina's like, hey, Rose, you wanna go out with me? Um, I'm going out to hang out with some friends tonight. You should come, da 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 da. I'm like, okay, that's what's up. Where we going? She's like, oh, we just going to go hang out. You don't have to dress up or whatever, but you know, we just going to go hang out. So I'm like, okay, I'm thinking hang out. Like I didn't think we were hanging out at anybody's house, but still, you know what I mean? Respectfully, even if we're going to go hang out at somebody's house, it depends on what type of hangout it is. I still might, you know what I'm saying, dress up. So that's what I did. I kind of not dressed up, but I just like cute. I had on a pair of jeans and some cute shoes, cute shirt. You know what I'm saying? Um, I wasn't dressed up, but it was cute. And so dude come and pick us up, me and her, when the time come. And we're riding to his house, which was on the other side of town. And get there to his house. Now, immediately we go in his room. Oh, wait a minute, excuse me. I'm sorry, I forgot a very important fact. I forgot to mention that what I said, Gina. Gina was a crackhead. I forgot to mention that part. And the people that we were going to go see was her dealer, one of her dealers, whatever. Okay, that's important. Okay, that's fucking important. Mind you, as usual, I had no idea. I rarely have any idea what the fuck is going on. But so pick us up, dude, take us to his house or whatever like that. And so we walk in, nice big house. You know what I'm saying? Well, not like a mansion or anything like that, but you know what I'm saying? Like 4 bedrooms, 2 bath, big living room. And his bedroom was right off the living room. So when we walk in through the living room, then he's to the left. And she's like, come on in here. You know what I'm saying? Come on in here with us. And I'm like, I'm wondering why we going in his room, because I thought we were hanging out, but okay, whatever. So I'm like, I don't really want to go in there. But she's like, nah, we just watching movies. Come on, we're gonna sit, watch movies and smoke. So I'm like, well, okay, all right. I don't want to feel like a third wheeler. You know what I'm saying? She's like, girl, it's not even like that. It's not even like that. So he puts the movie on, walks out the room for few minutes. It's just me and her watching whatever movie was on, sitting, smoking, chilling, whatever like that. He comes back in the room. Now, it's the 3 of us. We're sitting, we're passing the joint, between the 3 of us. Then, like, after the first movie go off or whatever, first movie and a half, whatever. Anyway, so she's like, she wanted to talk to him real quick. Without mind, they had something to talk about, whatever. Without mind stepping out of the room. So I'm like, okay, cool. Now I pretty much know, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. They want the fuck, but why in the hell did she bring me over here for this shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have came and hung out with this nigga without me. Why am I here? Anyway, so I get up, I go into the living room, and I sit down where his roommate is. I guess I was supposed to be talking to his roommate or there for his roommate or something like that. Y'all, his roommate was one of the ugliest motherfuckers I have ever seen in my whole entire damn life. So I'm immediately frightened. I'm like, what the fuck? He's trying to give me a can of like Beanie Weenies or Chef Boyardee or something like that. And I don't want to act, you know what I'm saying, like no bougie bitch or nothing like that. So I'm like, okay, y'all, long story short, I got up, I walked about that motherfucking house. I walked across town, did not know where I was going, had no idea. It was 11:30 at night when I left that dude's house. It was 1:30 by the time I made it to my cousin's house, and I had no idea where I was going. But I was getting up out of there. You understand me? No, cuz never, ever, ever again. I would never go nowhere with you again. And then, cause by the time I hit my cousin door, he's meeting me at the door and he's falling out laughing because he already know how I am. Like if I don't want to be somewhere, you're not gonna keep me there. And if it's weird as fuck, I'm definitely not staying. So um, he meet me at the door and he's falling out. He's laughing. He opened the door. He's just like, "Come on, give her," because she had called him after they came out of the room and saw I was gone. She called him and let him know that I had left and was saying like she can't go nowhere with me no more. That's when me and her met up the next morning and she's like, "Girl, why did you leave?" Da da da. She was a couple of years older than me, so I guess that made her feel like she was supposed to tell me what to do, or she was supposed to be looking out for me or something like that. Girl, if you don't go and sit down, cuz she's like, "Well, you ain't going nowhere with me no more." I'm like, "You're damn right." You are absolutely right. Because I had no idea you were going to take me out and do me like that. I would leave. You can ask anybody. I would leave. Because, no, no. It's weird. And then he ugly too. No. But y'all, that was it. That was a funny little story from the past. Maybe it happened about 10 years ago. No, it's been less than 10 years ago. Anyway, let me get myself because I'm going to need all my hands. So I'll talk with y'all later. I love you. Bye-bye.